The son filed the lawsuit to protect his mother. His mother showed up in court to fight against him. And what she said from that witness stand was something no one in that room was prepared to hear. Evelyn Cross had never needed anyone to take care of her. She had built a real estate portfolio worth $11 million, starting from a single rental property she purchased at 31 years old with money she had saved working double shifts. She had raised Nathan alone after his father left. She had made every decision, signed every contract, and navigated every setback entirely on her own terms. People who worked with her described her the same way every time: sharp, independent, not someone you tried to manage. So when Nathan Cross received a phone call from his mother's longtime attorney telling him that Evelyn had amended her will, he assumed it was a routine update. When the attorney told him the amendment left everything to a man named Robert Hale, a man Nathan had met exactly once at a dinner 3 months earlier, Nathan sat down and did not speak for a long time. Robert Hale was 38 years old. Evelyn was 68. They had met at a real estate networking event, and within 6 months they were married in a small private ceremony that Evelyn had not told Nathan about until it was already done. Nathan had found out through a photograph his mother posted online. He called her immediately. She told him she was happy and that she did not need his approval. He told her he was concerned. She told him his concern was not something she had asked for. The call ended badly. Over the next several months, Nathan watched his mother change in ways that alarmed him. She stopped attending the industry events she had gone to for 30 years. She declined lunches with friends she had known for decades. She sold 2 properties at below market value through a transaction Robert had arranged. When Nathan asked about it, Evelyn told him Robert had good instincts and that she trusted his judgment. Those were not words Nathan had ever heard his mother use about anyone. He hired an attorney and filed a petition alleging elder financial abuse. He argued that Robert Hale had deliberately targeted a wealthy older woman, isolated her from her support network, and manipulated her into restructuring her estate for his benefit. His attorney submitted financial records, testimony from 2 of Evelyn's longtime friends who said she had become unreachable, and a report from a geriatric specialist who had reviewed her recent medical history. It was a serious case. It was also about to become something far more complicated. On the first day of the hearing, Nathan's attorney laid out the allegations in careful detail. The judge listened. Robert's attorney responded by calling their first witness. Evelyn Cross walked into that courtroom herself. She was dressed precisely. She sat in the witness box and looked at her son across the room with an expression Nathan would later describe as one he had never seen on her face before. Not anger, something closer to disappointment. She testified for 90 minutes. She told the court that she was 68 years old, not 98. She told the court that she had built an $11 million business without anyone's help, and that she was fully capable of deciding who she loved and who she trusted. She told the court that she had sold those properties because she had chosen to liquidate certain assets as part of a larger financial strategy she had developed with her accountant, not with Robert. She told the court that she had stepped back from social engagements because she had wanted to, not because anyone had asked her to. And then she looked directly at her son and said something that made the courtroom go very still. She said that Nathan had never once asked her if she was happy. He had asked about the will, he had asked about the properties, he had asked about Robert's background and his finances and his intentions. But in 30 years of being his mother, through everything she had built and everything she had sacrificed, he had never simply asked her if she was happy. She said she was. Nathan's attorney attempted to redirect. The geriatric specialist's report was submitted and discussed. The judge reviewed the financial records carefully. Nathan sat at his table and did not move. The judge, the Honorable Thomas Reed, took 4 days to issue his ruling. He found that the evidence presented did not meet the legal threshold for elder financial abuse.
He found that Evelyn Cross was a competent adult who had demonstrated a clear and consistent understanding of her own financial decisions. He dismissed the petition. He added one line at the end of his written ruling that was not legally required, but he included anyway. He wrote that the court recognized the complexity of family relationships and noted that legal proceedings are not always the most effective way to express concern for someone you love. Nathan Cross did not appeal. He called his mother 2 weeks after the ruling. The call lasted 4 minutes. It was not enough, and both of them knew it, but it was a start. Evelyn and Robert Hale still live in the house she bought in 1987. She still reviews every contract herself. She still signs her own name on everything. Some people spend their whole lives building something, and sometimes the hardest fight is convincing the people you love that you are still the one in control of it. If this story made you think, subscribe to Justice Journals. Every week, real cases, real courtrooms, and the complicated truth about family, money, and the law.